Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I did a video the other day about how the United States is funding the promotion of atheism in the Middle East and Asia and the Muslim world, basically. If I was in charge of where that funding goes, the first place that I would send it to is any organization that is promoting interfaith dialogue. Why? Because interfaith dialogue, interfaith meetings, the whole point of this is to weaken the faith and weaken the commitment and weaken the conviction of each individual faith group that participates in that. Interfaith should mean, for example, Catholics, Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, Buddhists coming together to support a cause that we can all support and believe in. Like, for example, helping flood victims, helping victims of a natural disaster, cleaning up a neighborhood. These are humanitarian type of works that all faiths can support and believe in, and we can work together and cooperate together in those things. That's useful interfaith activity. That's not what interfaith dialogue is about. Interfaith dialogue is about reaching common ground religiously when we have different religions, when we have different belief systems. Why do you want to do that? Because that can only go one of two ways. Either we just put the differences that we have between us. In other words, the things that we disagree about religiously now become a barrier where it wasn't one before because we didn't talk about it, or we have to make some compromise or sacrifice in our belief system in order for us all to get along. That weakens everybody's faith. That weakens everybody's conviction. We don't believe the same thing. So why do you force conversation and dialogue and discourse between people who fundamentally disagree religiously? When those disagreements do not actually cause social tension, those disagreements do not actually cause any problems between people, and any problems that actually do exist between different faith communities, that's resolved by actual tolerance, meaning we don't have to agree. You can believe what you believe. Lakum dinukum waliya din. You believe what you believe, I believe what I believe, and he and she and they all believe what they believe. That's tolerance. But trying to force people to agree on things on a belief level, that just causes each individual faith community's faith and commitment and conviction to be weakened. Why do that? So if I wanted to promote atheism, the first thing that I would do is fund interfaith dialogue and interfaith discourse and interfaith organizations, because they serve no function except to weaken each faith community that participates in those types of dialogues and discourses. Because the underlying philosophy of interfaith dialogue and interfaith discourse is that all religions are true and no religion has a monopoly on truth. But anyone who actually belongs to a religion, anyone who is an adherent of a faith, believes that their faith is the truth and that the other faiths are wrong. That's a fundamental belief that every religion has. Muslims have it, Hindus have it, Buddhists have it, Christians have it, Catholics have it, Jews have it. Everybody believes that their faith is the truth and everyone outside of that faith is mistaken. So why do you want to bring people together on something where there is a fundamental disagreement, and then to make them accept the idea that all religions are true, meaning everything's relative? That's the beginning of atheism. When you start to say, well, actually, we don't know. Our religion has some truth in it. Your religion has some truth in it. They all might have some truth in it, until you get to the point of saying, well, actually, we don't know if any of it's true. This is weakening the faith of each faith group that participates in that kind of dialogue. So if I was in charge of allocating the funding to promote atheism, first place I would send it would be to interfaith organizations, interfaith dialogue groups, interfaith institutions, because those organizations are paving the way to the spread of atheism. Leave all of the religious groups alone. Let them believe what they believe, let them believe what they believe, and let us believe what we believe. What's wrong with that? Jazakumullahu khairan wa assalamu alaikum.